If the cells of our skin are replaced every single week, then why do wrinkles still exist? Many beauty experts say that this happens because the older we get, the longer it takes a body to replace existing cells, and the skin regeneration slows down. But is this really the truth? A group of scientists from University College Cork made an outstanding discovery in 2021, a discovery that is about to change the rules of aging completely. As it turns out, the speed at which the skin regenerates has nothing to do with age, but with your gut type. In fact, skin regeneration can be easily sped up and controlled at any age, just by following one simple food hack that involves the blue root of a little-known Egyptian plant. This groundbreaking discovery was published in the reputed Nature Aging medical journal and is called the mind-blowing link between age reversal and gut health. And it is now being confirmed by an increasing number of institutions like the Medical University of Pennsylvania and University College Cork. Thankfully, this inexpensive skin and gut renewal method can allow anyone, no matter their age or physical condition, to get back their youthful glow in a surprisingly short time, while also triggering continuous rejuvenation and even flattening their stomach in a matter of weeks. Moreover, this blue Egyptian plant hack is so powerful that it can reinforce skin elasticity, firm loose skin, clear dark spots, and fine lines while wiping out 10 plus years of aging. The best part? Anyone can use it from the comfort of their home starting today. It only takes a few seconds every day. No matter your age, no matter if you've tried every method out there without success, and no matter how damaged your face, neck, hands, and body skin look right now. Whether it's to make their skin look plump and luminous, or they want less wrinkles and dark spots in the mirror, over 170,000 women are trying this method out right now. Take Sarah Flake from El Paso, Texas, who told me,
I would have never ever imagined that my skin could look so amazing. If you had told me 2 months ago that my dark spots and fine wrinkles would disappear with such a simple solution, I would have laughed in your face. I am so happy I gave this a try.
Or Alexa M from Cincinnati, Ohio, who said,
I used to need so much Botox to keep the wrinkles away that it left my face permanently frozen. And it did nothing for the saggy skin on my chin or my turkey neck. 3 weeks into using this method, and I am speechless. I wake up, I look in the mirror, and I love what I see. No more expensive procedures or thousands of needles in my face for me. It's simply unbelievable.
Kathy Myers from Mesa, Arizona thinks,
I've spent thousands of dollars on lotions, serums, and creams, and they didn't do a single thing for me. I wish I knew about this method sooner. I have lost 3 dress sizes and my skin has cleared. And not only that, but I'm gonna tell all my friends to ditch their cosmetics because this is the best thing yet and it works.
If you like what you're hearing, please stick to this video for the next 5 minutes. Inside, you'll discover how an off-the-record interview with the most headhunted cosmetic scientist in America unveiled the only anti-aging ingredient that, when used the right way, can really clear your skin and smooth out wrinkles. Why this ingredient has never been advertised by big beauty companies, although it's 23 times cheaper than retinol and 45 times better at reducing signs of aging. You'll also find out the 15-second belly test that reveals the speed at which you are aging and how you can slow it down by 50% starting today, as well as why women who manage to clear their skin have a 95% chance of reaching their ideal weight without effort. Just imagine what it would feel like to look in the mirror and absolutely love what you're seeing from head to toe. What it would feel like to look 5, 10, or even 20 years younger. Not having to worry about fine lines, wrinkles, stretch marks, or skin issues getting worse. Your neck, cleavage, and breasts becoming more saggy, or your belly skin becoming loose. Imagine never having to hide your skin underneath thick layers of foundation and concealer, because your face looks vibrant, smooth, and radiates with health. Or every time you press your skin with your finger, it brings back soft and elastic, thicker and firmer than ever, glowing with every move. Your friends, colleagues, and family are absolutely shocked by the changes they see. You are getting more compliments than you've ever gotten in your entire life, and your partner looks at you like you are the sexiest person in the world. It doesn't matter what your skin tone or texture is. It doesn't matter how old you are or how your skin looks right now. Nor does it matter how many gels, creams, or serums you've tried and failed. All that matters is that you give this method a try, just like over 170,000 women before you did. Because once you discover the solution I'm talking about, you'll understand why it has the power to completely transform your skin, health, and happiness. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Sarah Miller. I'm 42 years old. I live in Buffalo, New York, and for the past 15 years, I've been a newspaper journalist with several widely read American publications. I specialize in medical journalism, and I take a lot of pride in what I do. I get to interview some of the most successful doctors, scientists, and researchers in the world, and I share their secrets and discoveries. Of course, none of these discoveries compare to the one I will reveal to you today. You see, at 32, I got one of the biggest shocks of my life. My skin started aging without any warning. I had heard several times that age sneaks up on you, but I never expected it would happen this fast, almost overnight. Fine lines between my eyebrows, deep wrinkles in the corners of my mouth, crepey skin under my eyes, sagging jowls, dark spots on my cheeks, and dozens of cherry angiomas all over my body. I always looked tired, and even the color of my skin changed to an ashy gray that only plenty of concealer was able to hide. Over the course of just a few months, I could see something new popping up every day. I would wake up, look in the mirror, and burst into tears. For my whole life, up until I was 32, I had flawless, vibrant, plump skin, not to mention a slim figure. Compliments would flow every time I went out. Good-looking men were always checking me out and making all sorts of proposals. Women were throwing envious glances, and my husband, well, he was so incredibly proud to introduce me as his wife. But as my skin and my body shape changed, the amount of attention changed as well. I was getting fewer compliments, fewer admiring looks, and that fire that my husband used to have when he looked at me in the bedroom was slowly but surely fading out. I couldn't help but feel angry at myself and my body. I couldn't stand to see my face anymore. What was happening? Why? Had I done something wrong? I threw all the money, time, and energy I had into dermatologists, creams, serums, peelings, cosmetic procedures, you name it, I tried it. I kept hoping that if I bought more expensive brands or if I had the perfect 7-step skin routine, I would eventually see results. Sadly, that was not the case, and I was about to learn it through one of the most humiliating experiences of my life. I was accompanying my husband to his office Christmas party when I overheard his colleagues talking.
Why did Dan bring his mom to the party? He was supposed to bring his wife.
Dude, that is his wife.
That's her, man. Oh, wow. Hey, Claire, can you believe that is Dan's wife?
No way.
Every single word crushed me. I knew they were right. I looked like my husband's mother. Everyone could see it, and everyone believed it. No matter how hard I tried to hide my lines, my oily chin, and dry cheeks, no matter how many hours I spent trying to cover the explosion of dark spots on my cleavage, it was all in vain. But little did I know back then that my luck and the luck of thousands of women like me was about to change. You see, soon after that horrible Christmas party, my boss came into my office and gave me a very interesting project. He wanted me to interview successful women, like models, actors, and beauty gurus, and get their story on how they managed to stay on top of their business. What were their secrets? What were their routines? I couldn't be more excited about the news, especially because I could add the question that burned me the most to the list. What was their skincare routine? For no fewer than 32 interviews, I heard the same advice that I knew for sure didn't work, or at least not for me. Everyone told me about their creams, lotions, and skincare regimens, but I already tried all of that. Some admitted they had had plastic surgery and injectables. At least 4 of the women were living with constant migraines because of the Botox, but they wouldn't quit it because they were afraid looking older would affect their career. One movie actress told me she suffered nerve damage from the needles, even though she had the procedure done at a high prestige clinic. Moreover, one of the 3 beauty gurus I interviewed said she would never ever advise anyone to choose interventions like neck lifting or chemical peeling. They can result in facial asymmetry, skin loss, discoloration, scarring, or even persistent pain and numbness. Not to mention neck lifts are between $7,500 and $20,000 on average, and they're not covered by most health insurance plans. I mean, even if I had that much money, permanent scarring or facial numbness was not something I was willing to risk. I was beginning to think there was no real solution to my skin getting older by the day, that I just had to learn to live with myself, becoming completely invisible to my partner while being pitied by my girlfriends or strangers at parties. Luckily, all that changed when I met Dr. Joanne. I kept looking at her bio, then back at her, and I couldn't believe she was 56. She had the most lustrous skin I had ever seen and was fit as a fiddle. If I had seen her on the street, I would have guessed she was about 35 tops. But unbelievably, that was not the most impressive thing about her. This woman had been working as a microbiologist for some of the world's most famous Korean skincare brands. She was behind 3 out of the top 7 most valuable cosmetic products on the international beauty market. And occasionally, she created personalized skincare routines and diets for VIPs or offered consultation for their cosmetic lines. Usually, with all the successful women I was interviewing, I would wait until the end of the interview to ask them about the skincare routine. This time, however, I was so dumbfounded by what I was seeing that I just blurted out, "Sorry, I just can't stop looking at your skin. I'm dying to know what your skincare routine is." Oh, Dr. Joanne smiled, and I could not help but notice that not a single wrinkle appeared in the corners of her mouth. "Well, it's more of a gut care routine than a skincare routine." I was intrigued. "Can you please tell me what this gut care routine is about?" Dr. Joanne didn't say a thing for the next moments, so I told her all about my obsession with my skin, about my everyday struggle to just go out and show my face to people, how I was taken for the mother of my husband, how it just broke my heart to look at myself in the mirror. "I see. All right, but you need to turn that off," she said, looking at my recorder. As soon as I put my recorder away, she told me something that was about to change not only my life, but also the life of thousands of women. In the next couple of minutes, I will do my best to explain to you in very clear and simple steps what she explained to me. Some of the information you are about to hear might make you angry, especially if you've spent a lot of money on skincare products. But by the end of this, you will finally know what the root cause of all your skin issues are and what you can do to fix it today. You see, Dr. Joanne asked me if I'd ever noticed how a blemish can improve by the hour. Over time, it starts to look lighter and flatter until it eventually disappears completely. Then she asked me if I'd ever heard of something called cell turnover. I had, but I wasn't really sure what it meant. Cell turnover, she explained, is a continuous process of shedding dead skin cells and subsequently replacing them with younger cells. This makes the skin look shinier and tighter, gets rid of fine lines, and prevents wrinkles. Now, you might wonder, if the cells of our skin are replaced regularly, why do wrinkles exist? Here's the catch. If you don't have a normal cellular turnover, you get a dead cell buildup, and it's just like a traffic jam at the surface. That stagnation suffocates younger cells or prevents them